This conference will now be recorded.
You people understand from yesterday's class how many main tools we have in Power BI, how many components. You can reply in the chat or you can speak whatever you want. How many main components we have in Power BI? 2. Very good, Sai Krishna, very good. One is Power BI Desktop. Second is known as Power BI Service. So do I need to install anything for the Power BI service, or it's a cloud-based solution? It's a cloud-based solution. That's good. So we need to install only Power BI Desktop. We have to install Power BI Services. It is a cloud-based solution. We need to sign up. We need to sign up using your corporate mail ID. We have to sign up. So we need to go and I try to understand today how to install the Power BI Desktop. We'll try to understand about it. How to install Power BI Desktop. That is the first one. So I am going for downloading software from here. There is a link also I provided. You can click on that one. If you click on that one, you are going to take you some page. Suppose we are going to the some page now. This is the page. Microsoft Power BI Desktop. Here you can read Microsoft Power BI Desktop is built for the analyst purpose. Data analyst purpose it is built. It combines state-of-the-art interactive visualizations with industry-leading data query and modeling built-in. Create and publish your reports to Power BI. Power BI Desktop helps you empower others with timely, critical insights anytime, anywhere. So they given some introduction about what is Power BI Desktop. You can see the details here. So details will contain, okay, what is the version of the software and what is the file name and when it is published. It is recent 7/17/2020 it is published. And size is very small size. It is 290 MB, very small size. And what is the purpose of this Microsoft Power BI Desktop? We can see here we have to get the data from a number of sources. Yesterday we saw hundreds of sources we have, and we have to create the relationships, which is nothing but joins. We are going to create it, and we are going to do some kind of calculations. We are going to do it. Then we are going to create the reports. We are going to create it. Then finally we are going to save that reports onto our desktop or somewhere. And finally we are uploading or publishing our reports. We are doing it. I hope yesterday we got chance to do these 5 steps. We got chance to do it, right? We got the data from SQL Server and we created the joins relationships. We created a report to know sales representative wise what is the sales amount, sales representative wise what is the sales amount. That we saved onto our desktop. Our desktop, I think still it is available. This is what yesterday what you guys got chance to do it, right? We saved onto our desktop, we saved it. Then we published that report into our BI service. We published it. Yes or no? You can reply in the chat yes, no, you can reply, so that will encourage to me. Now we have here answers. What is the Power BI Desktop? We can do max in the Power BI Desktop. And coming to the system requirements, it supports Windows 10, Windows Server 2012, 2008, 2012, 7, 8, 8.1 like that. So I recommend Windows 10 because I am also using Windows 10. I am not facing any issues. I recommend everyone to use Windows 10. I recommend. Okay, and that too 64-bit operating system is available that I recommend. Okay, no 32-bit, go with the 64-bit. If you have 64-bit only, then there is no option, then you can go for 32-bit also, but I recommend 64-bit. Install instructions, just download the version of Power BI Desktop and that may be 32-bit or that may be 64-bit, whatever at whatever you want it. Then try to run this one. Very simple. So everyone try to click on here this download button. Then software will be downloaded to your machine. Once software is downloaded to your machine, then we have to run that MSI installer. We have to run it. You will get this kind of screen. We are going to get it. It says welcome to Microsoft Power BI Desktop Setup Wizard. Then click on here next, so that it will come to the next agreement here, license agreement. Then again click on the next. Then it is going to install into your local machine, C drive, program files, Microsoft Power BI Desktop. It is installing it. This is the location where it is installing. If you go and try to see in my machine, in same location, it should be available. I'm going to this PC, then C drive, then go to the program files. Then we have here Microsoft Power BI Desktop. So Microsoft, then we can see here Power BI Desktop, we have it. This is a software where it is installing it. Am I clear? It is very small software. If you want, you can see the size of Microsoft Power BI Desktop here. If you go and try to see the properties, you'll see 1.35 GB we have it, because I might be stored here some plugins also. Actually, it is 290 MB only, but I stored here some kind of plugins, Power BI Publisher plugin, something extra things I stored it. Because of that one, the volume might be increased, but for you, initially it will be in the MBs only. Initially it will be in MBs only. Now you can go and you can click on here next. Then it's going to be creating the desktop shortcut. Let it be. Then it's going for computing space requirements. Then it's going to install the product in your machine. Do you feel like anything here very tough is available? Are everyone able to install their own? Online folks, please respond. Priyanka. Yep. It's clear, right? Are you able to hear me? Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yes.
okay.
Yeah.
So now we understand here how to install the product. We understand it. Now, once its installation is completed, it is working fine or not to understand. Open this Power BI desktop window. It should be something looks like this. And this documentation, also Microsoft documentation is very good than any other software documentations. Even for the installation purpose also, they provide a reference. My style of doing is I will write my own content, my own way, my own examples, but I respect Microsoft documentation. That is the reason the topic related Microsoft documentation also I will be providing the link here. If you click on this reference, installation related, okay, get started with Power BI desktop. Some reason this page is not there. So here you can go and you can see how you can connect to data and how you can install. Those all things will be available here. This link is broken actually, some reason. I need to correct that link actually. There is a reference. Each and every place I will be providing this kind of reference documentation. I will be providing it. Okay. With this I can mark Power BI desktop installation is completed. Everyone can able to go through this documentation. I provide here direct links I provided. You can download the software using click on here. Then you have to follow the screenshots and you have to install the Power BI desktop. You have to install in your machine. Second, even it is optional. If you don't allow to install any database in your machine, that is up to you. Even I can able to complete the course with CSV and Excel files also. I can complete it. Whatever activities I am doing, those all activities you can complete using your CSV Excel files also can complete it. But I recommend to install SQL Server database in your machine, so that you'll able to learn more than CSV files. Okay. If you don't have SQL Server database, you install it. If already available, then you can go ahead and you can utilize that one. And some reason, if people are not interested about SQL Server database, you are interested about Oracle database. Okay, you can go on, you can install Oracle database or Teradata database, any one database I'm expecting basically. Okay, recommendation is SQL Server database is the recommendation. Okay, how to install SQL Server database now? How to install SQL Server database now? Okay, right. Let us go and try to see now how to install SQL Server database. I have here download SQL Server Developer Edition. There are two editions are available. Let me click on here. If I click on here, then it is going to the Microsoft SQL Server page. There you can notice SQL Server 2019 on-premise and on Azure. It is a cloud solution. It is an in-house solution. That means in your own environment, we are going to install it. Both of these things, we don't want it. Now go down here, there is an option called as Developer Edition. There is an option called as Express Edition. Developer Edition is nothing but is a full-featured free edition, licensed for use as a development and test databases non-production environment. Our training is a non-production environment, so you can go ahead and you can download this one. Okay, if you click on this download now and try to install it. So once you click on the download, now your screen will be something looks like this. This is where we are going for download now. Then we are going to get some .exe file, something like this, SQL 2019, okay, SSEI dev.exe, we are going to get it. Then click on that .exe file, we are going to get options, basic, custom, download media, three options, we are going to get it. Select the basic option so that default options all we are going to get. Select basic installation type to install the SQL Server database engine feature with default configurations. So I'm good with the default configurations. So go with the basic option and click on the next. Then it is asking about the license agreement terms and conditions. Accept it. Then click on the install. It is going to install in our local machine, C drive, program files, Microsoft SQL Server. If you go and try to observe, in my case, Microsoft SQL Server is available. It is installed in this location. It is installed in this location. Okay, you also go and try to install this one. It is also a small size only. It won't take much space of your CPU. Now, once you've taken that one, observe the connection info. Click on the install button here. Once installation is completed, it is going to give you important information. Where it is installed, what is the server name? It is a local version, the same machine is installed. By default, with the installation, we are going to get a default database known as master. And also we have here SQL Server install log folder. Logs where it is going to created by mission. Logs where it is going to be created by mission. Okay, and also we have here, this is very important folder. Down the line, we are going to reutilize this folder that is known as media folder. Media folder. Suppose I want extra feature, I want it down the line, I can go and I can use this media folder. This location is very important. Let us go and try to observe. In my case also, it should be there, a C drive. Then if you go and try to observe here, SQL 2019, there is a developer ENU. This is where the media location. Media is nothing but my software location kind of thing. My software kind of location. Are you getting my point? So this is known as media folder where we have installation resource folder that is not needed now. Okay. So I am interested about installation media folder. Remember this location. So SQL 2019 developer ENU. This is required down the line whenever you are doing some extra features you want to add it. Some extra features you want to add it. We needed this one. Am I clear? With this, we completed. If you want, you can go for here. There is an option called as test the connection option is available. You can go and you can test the connection. You can go and you can test the connection. You can test it. Now we are tested here. It's going to give you the what is the location, those all things. It is going to give it the version number. It's giving 15.0 something like that. At this point of time, whatever version is available, that it is going to give it. Okay. Now you can notice we do have here install SQL Server Management Studio. Why this is needed? I want to write the now SQL queries. I want to write now SQL queries. Where you are going to write it? You required one window, right? You required some window. That window we are going to install here, that is known as SSMS. Anyone aware of a tool which is known as TOAD? Toad. Did you get a chance to see about this one? Yes. Whatever Toad is available, similar to that one, this SSMS for SQL Server actually. For SQL Server. Got it? Okay. Now let us go and try to see next one, that is called as, for example, Teradata Client. Teradata Client. This also, to write the SQL queries, it is useful. You can write whatever you want it. Or we have some other things that is known as DBever. This also one of the tool to write your SQL queries. A number of tools which are available in the market. SQL Server, Microsoft given platform is SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio. You can download that one by clicking on this link here. If I try to click on this link here, it will take you to the location. It's taking you to the location, the same location where we got previously this developer edition. Below this, we have here in the bottom, there is a SSMS option. Click on this one. It's going to download SQL Server Management Studio. It's going to download. Once it is downloaded, we can go and we can get this kind of file .exe file. We are going to get it. SSMS setup enu.exe. Then click on the install. Then it's going to install in the location C program files x86. If you go and try to observe in my mission, it should be there already. See program files x86. Then we have here Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio 18. Okay, right. We can observe the size also. It is 1+ GB size is available. Now you try to click on the install. Once installation is completed, that is done. This is optional. However, if you want, you can go on, you can do this one. So SSDT, which is known as SQL Server Data Tools. People who got chance to listen this MSB award in our previous cases, there are 3 products: SSIS, SSRS, SSAS. If anyone interested, you can go for this one. It's not mandatory. For this also, I provide here direct link. I provided. Go for this direct link. If you click on this direct link, we are going to get here download SSDT for Visual Studio 2017. We are getting it. You can click on this one, then you can go ahead and you can set up the things. Okay, I given required screenshots I provide here. You are going to get this kind of screenshots. You are going to get it. You go and try to install it. Next, we have here one more optional thing, that is we need some data. AdventureWorks DW 2012 is our data set. To be honest, there are a lot of data sets are available which are given by Microsoft. This is AdventureWorks 2019 release, 2017 release, 2016 release, 2014, 2012. Different other things also we do have here. Are you getting my point? So if you want the data you want, If you want the data you want, you can go and you can any one backup file, you can take it and you can restore the data into your machine. How to restore it, that steps are available here. You can go and you can observe. We have to download the backup file, then move the backup file into particular location. Then you can go and you can say as restore database. If you say restore database, then the database will be restored for you. These are the steps what you need to follow to get this database. Next is available MySQL installation. It is optional. Already we have one database. SQL Server. So I don't want to confuse much. MySQL is not required. It's not needed. I can say, let me, instead of optional, I can say it's not needed. Up to 3.4, if you are doing the setup, I am very happy. That is more than enough. Am I clear? What are the things we are installing here? Are you clear? What are the things we are installing? Tell me what are the things you are installing? You are installing number one, that is called as Power BI desktop. That is the one. Second, we are installing, we need here SQL Server database needed. Microsoft SQL Server database, Microsoft SQL Server database. We are installing it. Developer edition. Third, we are installing Microsoft SSMS. We are installing it. So to write the queries, it is useful. Fourth, we are installing MSBI. We are installing it. This is maybe needed in one of the exercise. That's what I am asking. It's optional, however. Fifth, we need some data. For that purpose, data Microsoft given data backup file, we are restoring it. So these are the 5 items what we are trying to do it. Power BI desktop we are installing, Microsoft SQL Server database we are doing, MSFT Microsoft SSMS tool we are installing, MSBI we are installing, Microsoft given data backup we are trying to restore it. These 5 things mandatorily you have to follow. These notes, whatever I given to you people, you have to follow that one and you have to complete it. Will you do this one? Anyone has any questions on it? By following the screens, are you able to follow it? Okay. Yeah, Priyanka, someone, Del, Divya, Gauni Krishna, Sai Krishna. Please respond. Please respond. Okay, thank you. So please try to follow this and try to complete the installations.